Connection confirmed. Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
Yeah.
Bro, what did you eat for dinner?
It was like a Asian kind of thing with egg noodles and chicken.
Okay. Was it good?
Yeah. And I did the dishes and cleaned up the kitchen a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought some guns for my ship.
Oh. How much did you pay for them?
0. It's all that grindy currency that I did the other day.
Mm-hmm.
My ship looks awesome. Although I am now. Oh, for fuck's sake. I went with bigger weapons, not on gimbals, so I need to be good shots. So now I have to point my entire ship. Basically, I have 4 Gatling cannons on my ship. So people are saying it's got really high DPS at close range. There's like 3 metas for this ship.
Okay.
This is one of them, and apparently which is I don't know. We'll see.
Second-class junior cartographer Tessa Bannister reporting in. I'm the eyes behind all the ICC scan probes in the area. What these little guys see, I see. Which, yes, means I can totally see you. Right now. Anyway, there was actually a reason to why I commed. I'm sort of not allowed to leave my post. Important jump point scanning and all. So, I was hoping you might be able to help me with something. If you have a second, could you check out these coordinates? Scans are saying something's there, but can't ID it.
So I think the way to go is going to be a Remington 700 and 308 with an aftermarket stock.
Why is that?
Because it's going to be cheaper.
It's gonna be cheaper, so you'll be able to get to your M1A faster on the rebound.
I don't know. The M1A is a rabbit hole that
Think?
it is. Like if you're gonna buy it to be like like a really long range, like a precision gun, it's going to require a ton of money down the road. Like, basically all you're keeping if you bought an M1A is the receiver and the trigger group. Because you're going to change the barrel out and...
Yeah, if you want it hyper
stock.
accurate. Jesus, what the fuck? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
And so then I'm like, they add up the cost of the rifle, and then some kind of glass, and then all that stuff. That puts it into the range of like, well, if I'm going to do that, if I want like a semi-auto, why don't I look at those H&Ks? Because if we're talking about $3,500 at that point, then why wouldn't I try something new? And then I'm like, wait, that's crazy talk. If
What
I
the
really did want
fuck?
to shoot-
Oh no, I messed up. Sorry, yeah. So
Oh, okay.
you're saying
Yeah,
you...
so if I want to shoot accurate and I don't care about shooting a lot, I think Remington 700 is going to be like the cheapest. And there's a ton of aftermarket stocks for it, where I can get a detachable mag.
Yeah, and you'll
and
practice gunsmithery.
Yeah.
And harmonics and fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's not true to say, but there's probably only so much money you can actually even spend on a Remington 700.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, yeah.
I mean, like, there's probably a hard cap of what you can do to it.
Mhm.
It's free float, right?
Well, the better ones are. The better factory stocks are, and all of these are. Yeah, because
You
like,
could maybe even get like a polymer stock, cut it down yourself if you wanted to. Get creative. Dremel.
well, the problem with the Springfield synthetic stocks is the bedding. There's these aftermarket ones have like aluminum V blocks that bed the action, and the Springfield ones don't. It's just all polymer.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, they're bad. Like the stock synthetic stocks are bad.
Well, they're probably
was like-
going to like deer hunters
Yep.
who want something that's not going to warp.
Yo, real quick, babe, when you get out of your bed, or when you go out of your room today and you put stuff away in the closet, can you open and close your doors very lightly?
Very lightly, okay.
So that Project doesn't try to want to get out?
I can do that.
You guys have fun talking about your gun stuff.
We will.
Alright.
Love
Who's
you,
listening to my stream? Someone is. Oh, wait, that might have just been Pizza's phone over Discord. Here I was thinking I was popular.
baby. Like the national match and super match versions of the M1A that Springfield sells are only guaranteed a 1.5 MOA.
Ooh.
And those are over $2,000. And like people say they get them tighter than that, but that's changing out a bunch of parts. And then like if an off-the-shelf Remington with its like stock is already sub M1 MOA, why wouldn't I just start there? Anyway, that's my thought. And then getting something nice but not unreasonable for a scope, like maybe 1,500, I'd still be in under the cost of one of those super matches. And then I can put my money into like reloading kit.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get into reloading?
Yeah, I think so. I was thinking if I join this gun club, it's 150 the first year and then 100 per year every year after that. It's $5 per day to go shoot.
You
The
may
closer
guess.
the public range used to be $5 a day, and they bumped it up to 16.
Cool.
So it's like it makes sense if I want to shoot regularly, like at least every other week, to go to the further away range. And then if I'm going to do that and I have the opportunity to shoot at 600 plus, then why not get into reloading? You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't matter if I'm just shooting 200 yards. Like,
You can get a reloading kit for what you're wanting to do pretty cheaply, like a manual kit. You'll just need like you'll just need dies, a die press, the primer station, which they might actually have hand tools for that.
oh,
And
look
then
at this
powder.
Magpul mix. Yeah, I'm sure like they won't. I was actually thinking I'm gonna build a workbench, put it in my garage.
Make sure it's super skookum,
Huh?
stiff, well built, because the reloading
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
doesn't like vibration or deflections.
Yeah, it would just be like 4x4s and 2x4s,
Oh,
like super heavy.
yee. That doesn't sound super heavy to me.
What would you?
Uh,
Like 200 pounds. That's not.
HSS
You know?
steel tubes.
Oh.
Sorry, I come from a different world.
Mhm. Yeah, this is totally reasonable.
Tessa to random ship. Come in, random ship. Hi, welcome to the neighborhood. Second class junior cartographer Tessa Bannister reporting in. I'm the eyes behind all the ICC scan probes in the area.
Ooh.
What these little guys see, I see. Which, yes, means I can totally see you. Right now. Anyway, there was actually a reason to why I commed. I'm sort of not allowed to leave my post. Important jump point scanning and all. So, I was hoping you might be able to help me with something. If you have a second, could you check out these coordinates? Scans are saying something's there, but can't ID it.
So, like the base model 700, you can get it with iron sights.
Well,
And,
you want
like-
iron sights on our bolt gun.
Well, I was thinking if I like to save money initially, like this is under $1,000, and if I'm going to switch out the stock anyway, like the comb height wouldn't really matter. It's like I could save this if I ever wanted to shoot iron sights for some reason.
I don't think you'll ever will for what you're describing on doing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you'd ever
Alright.
want to shoot without. I don't know why you'd ever want to shoot without glass.
Whoa.
So you're talking, what caliber are you considering this in?
308.
It's regular 308.
Mm-hmm. Although, I mean, has there been any news on that Hearing Protection Act?
No, I think that's news in and of itself, probably.
That sucks. Because, look at this. Jesus, that's cheap. So this version comes with a threaded barrel already. 20-inch threaded barrel. So it would be, I wouldn't have to pay anyone to cut the crown if I wanted to get a suppressor.
It's true.
And that would be fun.
Wouldn't the fact that it started at the end perhaps cause a weird accuracy thing?
I don't think so. I mean, it's threaded on the outside.
No.
Oh, hey, what the
It
frick?
can't be threaded on the outside.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Looked like it was.
Yeah, here's another. Okay, so this one, hold on. Oh, here's the link. This one is, this barrel is the same profile as the M24. And this is also threaded on the outside.
Weird.
Mm-hmm. That's actually pretty cool.
I do like the checkering milling on the bolt.
Yeah, that's cool, right?
My brother's deer rifle has that, and I always thought that looked cool. Just the extra little. All it is like one extra machining step with an emery cloth on the drill press.
Model. Okay, I'm looking at Gunbreaker. Do they? There's a full-on Magpul version of this.
Yeah, Magpul's got a stock for it, Remington 700. Looks pretty sweet.
That is pretty sweet, actually. Do they not? Oh, they do make it in that 6.5 Creedmoor.
Figured they would. I mean, if you want to get a jump on getting the ins and outs of that caliber.
Yeah.
I wonder how much 6.5 Creedmoor like bullets are for reloading. How easily those are to get.
I don't know. Definitely not as easy as 308.
Yeah.
Anvil Aerospace.
But like, at every gun show I've ever been to, you can just buy, you know, all different kinds of bullet shapes per caliber. I wonder how much.
Proximity alert. Proximity
I
alert.
guess you'd have to order those. I don't feel like that's something someone would bring to a gun show.
No, I'd order them online. They're probably cheaper. I mean, I would never like buy ammo from them unless I just like knew
Why?
the price of ammo and like knew what they were giving us because it's so much cheaper online.
I've never bought ammo online before. I also kind of want to buy an AK. Because they're really cool.
Starboard. Proximity alert. Aft. Proximity alert.
I don't think they're that cool.
How come?
I don't know. Doesn't seem like an elegant solution to a problem.
But I mean, for like a fun gun at the range? You know what I mean?
I will admit, like my uncle's junked out SKS, not SKS, his junked out Chinese copy of an SKS that he had. I mean, yeah, there was something to be like, there's absolutely nothing I can do to this gun. Like, just hammer on.
Yeah. Pretty cool. And they're really cheap. Like stupidly cheap.
I mean, it depends where. I think the Yugoslavian ones, which are generally considered to be one of the better ones, are not that cheap.
I'm saying even the ones that there's a company that makes them in the US and they have like an actual milled receiver.
Century Arms?
Is that? I honestly don't remember. What is the let's look up American made AK.
Landing gear raised.
Century Arms and Palmetto State Armory. According to this post on this website. Oh, there's. I'm gonna read. Wait, there's a Florida company making them? Oh my gosh.
Someone. Are you a good pilot? I'm an average pilot, just in chat. Someone like asking someone if they're a good pilot. It's like, I'm an average pilot. I'm like, I appreciate the modesty.
Yeah.
God damn it, you motherfucker.
The reviews of these Century rifles are pretty favorable.
I think there's been problems with importing.
Yeah, apparently, like, because they only come from Russia, and because of sanctions, you're not allowed to get some of the parts for them anymore.
Well, and I don't know if those are like American sanctions or like Russian like counter sanctions. You know what I mean?
How would
Like-
that hurt us?
No, I'm saying like Russia will a lot of times say like, no, we're not sending you this anymore because you did this.
Wait, what? Doesn't make any sense.
No, like
That doesn't benefit them. Why would they do that?
because they're spiteful as fuck. Like we had something with the State Department did something, and then Russia like almost canceled all the. They more or less killed the American adoption market for Russian babies.
Okay.
Like it basically, they said no, you can't do that anymore, and it was all like political. There's no like reason for it besides some sanctions we did for something.
To those who find
Okay.
this, know that my journey has ended. It was finding my way here that made the path worth taking. I am glad that I can be part of your story too. Share it well. Safe travels.
Ensign Aerospace.
Tessa here. Appreciate you looking into that scan for me. Between me and you, I had been hoping we might discover a new life form, like a sentient rock or something. But what you found was pretty neat too.
Cool. Yeah, there's a company in Tampa that makes AKs.
Do they make Sega 12s?
I would assume if they make the AK, why wouldn't they?
Lazy. Not much of a market.
Okay. Well, this article here, it mentions that. Let me read this.
Hey, traveler. Thanks for stopping by Cryastro. The Empire's repair.
So the parent company of this
one-stop solution.
place already has $110 million worth of contracts with U.S. Special Operations Command, headquartered at MacDill Air Force in Tampa, for small arms ordnance and ordnance accessories manufacturing. The two guys that they're interviewing are prohibited by law from talking about these contracts. Blah, blah, blah. And it says a year ago, the command sent out a market research request regarding what it calls non-standard weapons. This includes Russian-designed guns like the AK-47 and other similar assault rifles, as well as sniper rifles like the Dragunov, light machine guns like the PKM, and heavy machine guns like the DSHK and the KPV.
Starting repairs now.
Weird.
So they're providing basically AKs for special ops guys to train with.
Stand
I
by.
guess, yeah.
Restocking ammunition.
Yeah, tasked with training and equipping commandos and synchronizing war and terror.
Cryastro
Provides weapons to allies at the behest of commands like U.S. Central Command.
Oh, maybe that's what's getting shipped to Syria.
Crazy. That's pretty fucking cool. Huh. That's not bad at all. There's an American Rifleman review of the previous gen of the Century Arms AK, and they were shooting Wolf Steel Jacket ammo, surplus Red Army, 123 grain, and Federal American Eagle, like the target version of the 7.62 by 39. And the worst group they got during testing was 1.9, and the best is 1.33. Oh, 1.16. That's not bad at all. I would have expected way worse. Not that you shoot this thing for accuracy, but that speaks to its build, I guess. That is pretty cool. Yeah, sanctions and import restrictions. That's both on our side.
I don't think I like this setup.
Want to go back to your gimbal things?
I think I want gimbals, but I think I want better gimbals. I mean, it's really hard to aim this ship at things. It's really heavy.
There's a side rail mount on this.
As you do.
This is kind of cool. You get a drum mag for it, Taffy.
Cheap drum mags.
Magpul makes mags for it. I figure if Magpul makes things, then you like it.
It's not always true. It's just,
that's
they
what I-
they tend to make pretty good things.
Oh, Arsenal is the company I was thinking of originally.
Landing gear deployed.
There's so few parts in an AK.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
And like, they're easy to run. Like, stop working, just dip in some motor oil. It works.
Selection confirmed.
Like, I've seen pictures of like African troops being issued with like a shoelace, and yeah, it's like, yeah, just dip in some old 10W30 from the truck, and run it through the barrel a couple times. That's all you need.
Jeez.
Could get into Dragunov collecting.
No, as
Do you want a weapon that's more like... There's not many weapons that are like overblown for their actual accuracy than a fucking Dragunov. They're not accurate. Not really. And their scopes are terrible.
Anvil Aerospace. Landing gear raised.
Oh, this was a mistake.
Huh.
I messed up my quantum travel.
Yeah, where'd you wind up?
Way out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like I was aiming at something and I guess my mouse moved right as I clicked it. And I just
Awesome.
like shifted off target slightly and I saw it on the HUD like zoom past me and I was like, oh fuck. I was supposed to stop there.
Get out of here while you still can. You pretend cops have always got something to prove, don't you?
AKs with mag pull furniture look stupid.
Mm-hmm.
That is dumb.
Big mistake.
God, I fucking hate.
Oh man. The Palmetto State one you can get it with purple wood furniture, Taffy.
That's fancy.
Yes, it's like something things would be into.
A pizza be into? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
You could get her the AK. Nudge, nudge,
Uh-huh.
wink, wink.
I
They're
hear where you're
like-
coming from.
Christmas.
Uh,
She would like to shoot the AK a lot more than bolt gun.
oh, for sure. Yeah, she would be bored.
Especially when you tell her, hey, it's 8 cents a round.
Yeah.
Wonder how available 7.62 tracers are.
Ooh, that would be fun.
I know where to get tracers for 5.56 all day long. They're fun, but it's responsible fun. Is what's required. Because they are rather dangerous in their own right.
How come? Because of the phosphorus or whatever?
Grass fires.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. I almost got in big trouble out of range once because I used tracers in a match. I didn't mean to. I had just had empty, loose rounds rolling around the bottom of my can, and I was up next, and I had to load mag. And like, I guess a couple of them were tracers. Range Master almost whooped my ass. He was quite unhappy. He was an ex-Navy drill sergeant, so he knew some colorful words to call me. I learned things that day.
What is this? I don't like what Gunbroker did to their
It's really hard to find things.
Yeah, it sucks. And I don't like how unmoderated the auctions are. Like calling something factory new when it says less than 100 rounds fired through it.
Yeah, like at what point do you like, when would you call it not factory new anymore, guy?
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, these are cheap. These Remington 5Rs with that M24 barrel are like $800.
Anvil Aerospace.
Yeah. Huh.
Forward proximity alert.
Shit.
Port
fucking hell.
Overhead proximity alert. Starboard proximity alert. Proximity alert.
Goddamn fucking game. One of these days I'm gonna learn the fucking controls.
Well, a repeat visit. I should probably be less impressed by that, shouldn't I? Quick question for you. This sounds serious, right?
Oh, there's a Hickok 49 video about this Century Arms
It's coming from
American-made
these
AK.
coordinates.
Makes
Help
sense.
if you can.
I totally forgot about this guy. I kind of hate this guy.
What?
Yeah.
It's a national treasure.
No. Ooh, the milled receiver looks nice.
Bogey.
Mayday! Mayday! We are under attack! Please help! If you know what's good for you, you'll stay out of this.
Bogey.
Taffy, I really like this thing.
700.
No,
AK.
this stupid AK. I just posted the Hickok video. Like the one good thing he does in his videos is like get the camera like right next to it and kind of go over
Hickok 45, and look what I have.
like the way it's built and stuff, and like he like field strips this
The new
one. And
Century Arms C39. Kind of like it so far. We'll see how it does today. Good looking gun, isn't it? I mean, it's really a good looking gun with the Magpul front.
The Magpul on that doesn't look terrible.
it's not as bad as some other stuff.
It's not as bad as like a quad rail,
Yeah.
like the quad rail solutions. That is one thing Magpul tries to do is like they kind of realize like guns, at least most of their like market, like the guns need to kind of look good no matter what they do. Like functionality is one thing, but like if you have a functional product that looks good, it's gonna be a lot more popular with their user base.
Yeah.
This is one of the real advantages of polymers, that you can get the job done and then add stuff to it to make it look good at no additional real cost to you.
Yeah.
Deploy.
Oh, I may at some point have to leave without much notice.
Okay.
Apparently my
I won't be
grandpa
offended.
is in the hospital under observation.
What happened?
I don't know. No one's.
What made him go to the hospital?
Don't know. It's a nursing home probably.
Oh, he's in a nursing home. Okay.
Yeah, he's in a nursing home, and so something that the nursing home didn't feel qualified to handle. Don't know.
Right. How old is he?
104.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so you
Yeah.
guys have been ready for this for a while.
He's an old man. Ready for what?
Yeah, okay. Well, his end of life situation.
Oh, that's not gonna happen for a long time.
Okay.
He'll outlive you probably.
I doubt that, Taffy. If he did, that would be amazing. Good for him.
That's
I mean,
like
if I walked into the street and got hit by a car tonight, yeah, I could see that.
one of his favorite jokes. Is like his birthday parties are a big deal in that town, and a lot of people show up. Because if he doesn't know you, he knows your mom. He knows your mom's mom. Chances are he dated your mom at some point.
Yeah.
Or went to a dance and she was there. Anyway, so everybody like shows up and says hi, and like when his favorite thing to do is it's like, oh, they ask him, how old are you? 103 or whatever. Ah, man, getting up there. Yeah, well, you have promised to invite me to your 103rd birthday party when you turn 103. Like that's what he tells the younger person.
Okay, that's good.
It's his go-to chuckle.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna look at that.
Picture and everything, and seems to be well put together. Maybe we will.
So it's
see
build. I mean,
if we
not
can
build.
break it.
Milled receiver.
We're not going to do a torture test or anything, but we're going to shoot it some more. And so far, we've not had any trouble.
I love his
I think I'll
range.
start out with a little pot
Yeah,
smoking.
that'd be super fun.
Yeah, just to get the day started right. How's that? And a little Listerine killing. Boom. Ooh, now that's pot really smoked. Hot dog. There's another 12-ouncer. Boom. Hook your cap off. Let's go across the hill for a couple. Chunk of steel, you know, so it's has a milled receiver.
It's like a solid shooter.
That always adds to the cost. So for a milled receiver AK, that's not bad. But yet it's an AK. There's so many more, you know, standard stuff on.
He says in the beginning of the video, there's a company that makes a rear
firearm
peep
like
sight
this,
for
it
AKs.
just looks horrible to me, really. Links for gunshop.com and as well as Federal. We're going to shoot. I stuff. I just wanted to show. I didn't show you that gives us, and that is some. I mean, you know what? I didn't bring my hammer out here. I was going to do that, but that's okay. It has a slightly thicker dust cover, as I understand, than most. And here's the piece John broke on his. You might remember in that video. I don't know if they've improved that, if it's still cast or not. And we still aren't sure whether that was John's fault or the gun's fault. But you'd think an AK could take a beating, right? But it looks, speaking, this lever is like impossible to. Gas tube up here. I got this up. You got to get it started with a brass. Even after you have. But it does seem
this guy
to be
must
well
live
made.
next
As
to
I
an
understand
interstate or
it, it's
something.
black. I swear by that over hard chroming, even the inside of a barrel.
Your cars.
There's always like, yeah, cars going by
Metal and supposedly
quickly
treats it
and
really, really well.
frequently.
So, and it's not cheap. So apparently they've gone to some added expense for that. They've modified the, as I understand, well, I guess it's the trunnion back here, whatever, the back of this, to where it'll take a like an M4 stock. There's an adapter you can put on there, and it's easier to adapt it to an M. There, you got arsenals. I think threading, you can find muzzle brakes for it, or it supposedly takes a suppressor. Sights, I put a little here. I didn't really lube it much.
It's like a good little a good base for a project gun.
Until me, being a genius, figured it out.
Like it's not as.
If you push that in like you normally do,
it looks like it'll be like that happy medium of like. It's not as like plug and play as an AR. Like to do stuff to it, you're gonna have to work at it a bit. But like it's doable. Like anything you want to do to it, it should be doable. It's just not gonna be like, credit card and Picatinny rail and I'm done with like an AR stuff.
And then it's actually easier. All right, on mag pull, I guess, but the pistol pull.
I don't know what I would do beyond
so I sound like I'm trying to
possibly a suppressor or that peep sight,
like
or maybe
malfunction.
Some kind of optic.
Why are you not looking for one? Shoot, how about a couple more on that target? Is. They need to be shot. They put one of those safeties on.
Get the
if you can get
Cerakoted
sources,
purple.
Well, Krebs Custom, in fact, safety. Like all the parts are.
I like this.
Some money. Know more about it and what you're getting.
Oh,
into.
there's a
So
this is
it's great to
Century
see
Arms.
more of these coming onto
In
the
my,
market, and,
if you're watching that video and the
American made, you know?
related videos, there's a video from MAC Military Arms channel. It's got like a green border on the left side. I like his reviews too.
Yeah.
One or two.
Okay.
And I've stuck in Circle
That's
10s,
up next
which I
in
like.
this on mine.
Yeah.
I just stick with the Circle 10s mainly.
Oh, he's got suppressors on it.
That I've ever had. Whereas
Said
some of
the
metal
Military
ones,
Arms channel the guy does?
Yeah.
there's a few of those, you pick 'em up, and that's-
He tries most things with a suppressor.
that kind of thing.
Okay.
I know that right now there's a lot of scuttlebutt on the internet about the testing that Rob Ski is
Ooh,
doing.
look at
over
this
at the
intro.
AK Operators Union.
Production
He's testing
values.
an RES-47, which is a stamped AKM made by Century Arms. And he's documenting the wear and tear on the gun as he's going through his testing. A lot of folks on the internet are talking, about the Century AKs. A lot of folks have very strong opinions one way or the other. I'm not going to chime in on the RES-47 just yet. I do have a couple of the rifles. I am shooting them, and I'm not ready to draw any definitive conclusions, but I'm watching very closely what Rob Ski is doing, again, over at the AK Operators Union. But one rifle I do have a lot of experience with is my C39 V2. This is a Century Arms AK, 100% USA built. It is a machined receivered AK, so
Yeah, this looks way better with wood
RES-47 is an
furniture.
AKM, or it's stamped. This is all machined. This gun I've even taken this one out with me when I went to visit Rob Ski.
This is V2. You said they have a V3 now?
I took this rifle out and we were playing with it.
Oh, really?
Doing some shooting.
I don't know. I thought you said they had a new version or something.
This rifle has
No,
been
this
suppressed
is
most
the
of
new
its
version.
life with me.
Okay, so
You'll notice I
V2s.
have a Griffin Armament muzzle device on here. It's a 14x1 left-hand thread muzzle device. The threads are concentric to bore on the C39 V2s, or so we have found, which allows me to use my Recce 7, which is a Griffin Armament can. Love these cans, have several of them. And so this gun, again, has been fired mostly suppressed, but I also fired unsuppressed. What I want to
Is the gas system adjustable at all?
A couple thousand rounds through it. This is our beater
I
gun.
don't know.
Clean it.
I don't know
oil
anything
it,
about
or
AKs.
very rarely oil it, and the only oiling it really gets is just by proxy and being close to magazines that are freshly oiled, or other guns in a case that might be freshly oiled. I'm going to pop it open here really quick for you guys. I just want you to see inside of it. Now you can see the carbon oozing down the side of the receiver, okay? You can see it's just black caked on carbon throughout the gun. The thing is absolutely frickin' filthy. Again, I do not take care of it. Now, I'm not trying to refute any of the testing that Rob has done, okay? As a matter of fact, what started me thinking about doing this video this afternoon was a post made on AR15.com in the AK-47 section. Somebody had posted or reposted comments that Jim Fuller over at Rifle Dynamics had made about the RES-47s and the C39 V2s. And I kind of mirrored Jim's opinion on the C39 V2, which is what we have here again. And he says that it's been a good rifle, or for the most part in his experience, this rifle has been an outstanding rifle for me. Now, we'll hit it with some gun scrub here when we're done shooting this afternoon, because everything's covered in carbon. It's kind of hard to see. But one thing I want you to notice is there is no peening on this little dingus here on the back of the bolt carrier. Rob has seen some pretty heavy peening on his. You'll notice there's really no heavy wear marks. I mean,
Arsenal American, or is that the
other
Russian
case, but
factory?
you can see that there's just regular drag marks.
It's a company
on
that
the
takes
bolt
like
carrier from being
Bulgarian
fired.
and Russian-made parts
See
and
some of the
finishes
marks
them
up here
so that they're like
that
compliant
he
with
was
whatever that
seeing.
weird rule
Again,
is.
nothing that I would say is out of the ordinary from other AKs that I've shot. If we take a look at the trunk.
Well, last time I looked at these,
Someone loaded up here. We're going to fire
people were
some
talking about
ammunition to it
Arsenal.
this afternoon. I mean, like I
and
said,
like
we're
it's over $1,000 for one of these
over
things,
a couple thousand
and
rounds with this
like their
gun.
accuracy
And
left a lot to be desired.
then we'll take it up. We'll hit it with some gun
And I
scrub
was
and
like,
get
I
all
don't
the
know,
filthy
for that
carbon
much
off
money,
of it.
I don't
Actually
want
clean it for the first
like
time it's ever been
4
cleaned since I've owned
minutes
it. And
of
we'll take a
arc at
closer
100
look at the wear
yards is
patterns. I just want to
Whew.
show you that
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
this gun, in my
like that's good for like
experience, has
military or
been
whatever, but
a
like I don't
solid
having
little
fun at the
rifle. I
range.
always
I'm not
show
gonna have
this
fun
on
if
here.
I'm not
that's
hitting
that's
it.
fine for 12-year-olds in Africa.
Yeah.
Uh,
But if these things are really like
Still got
under a
mud
minute and a
on the
half,
water.
like that seems like a no-brainer.
So shooting clay pigeons at 100 yards.
hmm
That's my like
Now, I've also found that the guns work
empirical
just fine with the
accuracy
generation, I guess they're called
requirement.
the PMags,
100 yards,
the M3s, the
hit a clay
C3s,
pigeon 9 out of 10
so that
times.
They
All I
fit
need.
easily into the C39 V2 and drop right out. Hey, sirens.
I can teach Pete's the
Just a
AK
few in the
reload.
Jeep.
What's that?
Let's go
You
ahead.
slam the
My
back of the
pressure's cooled off
thing
a
with
bit.
your new mag.
Put the suppressor on it.
Oh,
Tell her that's how you do it every time.
Just a few in the Jeep. Snowing, then sunshine, like 60-mile-an-hour winds that never go far from home without AK mags. All right. Let's go ahead, see if my suppressor
I guess-
cooled off a bit.
AK really just doesn't fucking care if it's overgassed
yeah.
from a suppressor. I don't see him changing anything when he's putting on the suppressor to switch from
Fake lights fit in there
Yeah.
just fine.
unsuppressed to suppressed firing.
Well, he was saying like he's looking at the internals and like the wear patterns on the bolt and all this stuff. And he said like with the suppressor, there's so much more back pressure, but he's still not seeing any like peening anywhere. I guess it doesn't matter.
Well, he also says like it's got like carbon running down the sides of the of the cover plate. Like it's clearly pushing a lot back.
Yeah.
Black goop. I mean,
Yeah.
But if it's not hindering the operation,
been taken care of. Matter of fact,
It's
it looks like it has a
lubrication.
finish on it, which it does, but that's a lot of that is just carbon running down the receiver. You can see it's worked its way into the wood and elsewhere. Woo, that sucker's hot on the gun. What the heck? We got the can on it. I'm guessing we have a tornado somewhere on the ground around here because the sirens have been going off for a bit.
of course he drives a Wrangler.
Years old where they were doing that, so you can see it's not setting the gun off. All right, let's hit it with gun scrubber here really quick and try to clean out the inside.
Where's this guy live?
I'm getting that all over that
I don't
nice
know.
wood stock. It's
Somewhere
really
north.
Beautiful wood on the wear on this thing. I think it's going to try to rain on us here. All right, let's just let's get some CLP on it so we can actually see what's going on here.
I want to get a
Wind's kicking
suppressor.
up.
Yeah. Put on my list.
Let's wipe this bolt off.
But like every time I like want to get into it, like I look at how far it's come since the last time I looked at suppressors, and like the designs
Very
are like coming out hot and heavy still. Like
signs of wear.
they're probably getting to a point now to where like it's going to be. It's now like the changes that they say are like
Marks there.
this marketing wank.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
The
yeah,
baffle
like
designs.
Right.
What they call. I
We're
think
talking about
that's in
like
the
the last
chat.
1%.
You can see a little bit of that there.
Yeah.
Nothing
Like,
really major.
whatever you get,
This
it's
is pretty
99% done.
uniformly around the bolt carrier. The edges, that's polished. Normal. That's just one of the locking lugs. I don't really see any deformations. Just polished. And there's chatter
Let's get me a
marks.
nice one that I can clean.
See def-
It's not going to
carbon.
corrode out.
I'd write
Won't
that
have a
What an
baffle
idiot.
strike.
to nothing.
What?
Some of the lines that
He's like showing after he
is
shoots at
anything.
like
All
7
of
minutes or
my
whatever.
AKs,
He went through like a mag super fast, and he went through another mag super fast, and then he's like wiping the carbon
on this thing, it's
off
just
the receiver
oozing
with his
out of
finger,
it.
and he wipes it at the bottom of the barrel. He's like, "Ow, it's hot."
So, little ding
Like,
Oh
dong.
has
yeah,
to pull his hand away.
I saw
What this
that.
thing does is when the
Dumbass.
bolt's not in bad, when the gun's not in bad, so the hammer can fire the gun. Why? I mean, I don't see any reason to lubricate it. So, I mean, that's just why I've been following the gun and just seeing, say that what Rob is finding is untrue. Certainly it is true, but these are two different rifles. This is a machined rifle, and this is the one that that Jim Fuller was talking about on his Facebook page that they.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us out here today on the BS All-American. It's basically traveled everywhere with me. That's exhausting.
God, this looks depressing where he lives.
It's just cold.
Over
And
this thing has
Cold, and
been
all the
beat
leaves are
shit.
dead. Just
And
everything's gray.
we like it that way. This thing has served us very, very well.
You know, most places when they have
However,
winter,
it's
that's what it's
time,
like.
I
Lost.
believe, to put our best
That
against
sucks.
They don't have 80 degree
Shooting
winters.
This Red Army Standard 122 grain is 640 rounds, and we have this battle pack here of 180 rounds. Chem, down. So what we're going to go ahead and do, shoot all these rounds suppressed out of this gun, then we'll break your back or test as far as the finishes.
Did you watch
But
the
what you know that they do not do is
VSO
suppress
Gun
test
Channel
in that case. So,
5,000 rounds later
close
review?
this
Apparently, they've been testing this gun and put like 5,000 rounds through it.
What's the same?
really hot.
It's really hot. Yeah, he's got a drum mag and a suppressor.
Ooh,
He's just rocking and rolling. I'll send it to you.
Let's get a good shot of this. That is after, what did I do? I did
Huh.
3 and Shirley.
let me see this.
So will it drop out? Okay. No, look. Yeah. So it looks
Oh, they're
like
having a
the
mean
2
fail to
rounds
feed
came
at
out
around 8
using it
minutes.
once. So,
A double feed.
Unfortunately, we can't blame that on the.
I think it's the mag though.
Okay.
like the grip, man. Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
After you run through about you know, an actual.
So all these videos I'm looking at
test on
are like extreme torture tests, like 5,000 rounds. I've never cleaned this thing.
Links in the description. Go check out the
Like,
AK operators.
I feel like there's an undue
Cool
standard
they are anyway.
on these kinds of rifles.
Anyway,
Undue standard. That sounds like a literary term I'm not familiar with.
look at all
Like, why
of the mess that's coming
why
out
would
of
you
this
expect
receiver.
something to run well after abusing it in such a fashion?
I think because AKs have that. Yes, what you know. That's what they say on all the stupid, like, gun documentary channels. You know, they talk about guns and they all say, "Oh, the AK is indestructible." Blah blah. It's like it has a mythos around it. Mythos. I think
Mythos.
mythos.
Myth.
Mythos.
Yes, man, myth or legend.
Mentos, quicker, picker upper. No.
Oh my god.
That like it is like a, you know, some sort of godlike machine that runs forever and you can't break it, and you know you can use it as a shovel, and it's still just a stamped piece of steel. Like you still have to, like, yes, you can run your car without oil for a long time. For a while, you can run a car.
I'm surprised at how short a time that is.
Depends on the car. You can run your car without oil for a while. You can run your car without doing an oil change for a while.
Yeah.
But you should. Like, best practices. Yeah, it's like an AK. Like, an AK will be fucking amazing if you just treat it with a little bit of respect. So, yeah, change oil every 3,000 miles. But if you slip to 5,000, not the end of the world. Like, you shouldn't expect a drop in service life by waiting to 5,000. Like, AK, yeah, clean it every now and then. If you slip a little while and don't clean it super often, okay, you're fine. You're covered. It's robust. But like if you never clean it and put thousands of rounds through it, it's going to break eventually. All things break. So yeah, I agree. They're being a scotch unrealistic.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Like do that with any gas gun.
Yeah,
like AR-15.
Let's go pull out your fucking video you did last week about AR-15 that you got from some small developer who's just building an AR. Let's put 5,000 rounds through it.
Never clean it.
Never clean
Look
it.
at its fouling pattern.
Yeah. Suppressed without changing the setting. Oh, you can't do that. It's like, oh, why not? You made the AK do it. You not only made the AK do it, you expected the AK to do it like flawlessly.
Yeah.
But to be fair, it is a simpler thing. You would expect it to have less that can just go wrong with it in general.
Yeah.
But take it and clean it. Which reminds me, I think I'll clean my rifle. I was going to do that today. Not much. I only shot it 20 rounds or so through it. No, I shot more than that.
This next video in this list, the audio sounds really good when it shoots.
Check it out. I'll check it out here in a minute. It would be kind of sneaky to get that for Pete's, though.
Uh-huh.
We ain't got any problems with you right now, but stick around.
Most of the ranges have rules about rapid fire, though. Like, you can only do it like 1 day a week or something.
What do they define as rapid fire?
Like more than 1 shot per second or 2 seconds or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the standard definition. Man, this fucking setup on low tier ships is fucking deadly. Because the way these Gatling guns all use bullets, which is like
Okay.
kinetic round,
Mhm.
and like kinetic rounds, are absorbed by shields, but like they still do some damage through shields.
Okay.
Like shields will totally block lasers, until they go down clearly, but like they're weak. The shields themselves are weaker to lasers. They'll take longer to punch through with kinetic weapons, but kinetics also go through the
I played
shields and
Halo.
still do
I know how it
damage.
works.
Well, I mean, like, it's still the shields in Halo still blocked all kinetic rounds, but the kinetic rounds, yeah. If you got hit with
Oh.
just on this one, the kinetic round still goes through. It's just slowed down a bit through the shield. But like, so low
You need
tier
a noob
ships.
combo for your ship.
I was thinking, kind of like, yeah, have like gimbaled lasers to like maneuver and use the lasers to take a shield down, and then like risk it and position my ship for the Gatling guns to wreck them. The problem with using both is, especially on like the same mounting platform, is bullet speeds are different, and so when you're trying to lead targets, you can't hit them with both
Oh.
weapons at the same time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like, that's why like mixing. You'll see most builds right now are what I'm seeing so far is kind of just the same weapon 4 times, just because they'll all land in the same place. Like mixing cannons and guns is dumb. Mixing like guns and lasers is dumb. Like doing too many mixes is just kind of dumb. That's what I was saying last night. Was a guy, he had his groups really done in an all laser setup to where you had to like just shoot one laser randomly in space that was nowhere near your target every single time. So,
That makes sense.
but so for like versus low tier ships, these kinetic rounds, there's so many of them, they almost just like ignore the shield. Like I think the guy I just killed just now, his shield never burst. Like I killed him and his shield was still there because I just did enough damage underneath it to kill him. But I think on larger or very maneuverable ships, I have problems keeping the fire on them. I don't know. We'll see. We're filled. I have a week to rent these guns now, so might as well try and figure them out. If there's a ship that's coming in the pipeline that people are really excited about, it's kind of similar to my ship. It's a heavy fighter.
Okay.
Except the turret has 4 very large mounts that can like only face forward to a degree. Like they're not 360 mounts. People are really excited about it because they want to use it on versus capital ships as a thing just to run through really quickly and pepper a shield.
Okay.
And maybe take out a gun position and then fly away. Like just as a hit and run fighter. Oh man, does Magpul make AK mags? Surely they do. Do they make them in sand?
I don't know.
That would be a fun project with Pete's to get her to dye her own mags.
Huh. These reviews are really annoying to me. Everybody sucks.
How would you do the review? Just curious.
So, I like how Hickok goes over like the function and like the handling of it, right? He like field strips it and goes through it and says like this piece doesn't really fit. This is blah 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 blah. And after that, there has to be something said to accuracy and like what it's like to actually use it for what it's for. But like all these videos they talk about like the history and like the reputation and da-da-da, and like none of that kind of, it's like a
Trivia.
that's not, yeah, that's like on the side, like that's something you read about on the internet. Like
It's
if
a
you're
cool
bored or
thing to
whatever.
say while you're waiting on a cold range to turn hot to the guys near you, but
Sure,
like
yeah.
not something that's helpful to a
It doesn't have
buyer.
anything to do with the firing of the weapon. And like this last guy, he's going through all this stuff. He's like, well, you know, I've shot all these different AKs and da-da-da-da, da-da-da. And he gets to the sights. He's like, yeah, these are iron sights, and I'm not going to do any accuracy testing because I'm not very good with AK iron sights, so I don't want to make the rifle look bad. It's like, then
What? Why are
Yeah.
AK iron sights different than anyone else's iron sights?
exactly.
It's just a front post. In fact, it's the most.
Well, it's like a 1911 iron sight, right? Like it's a groove and then a post on the front.
Yeah,
How would that?
it's basic, but like yeah, it's basic, but it's also standard. Like that's dumb. But like you can shoot it and then show what you did, and then do caveats like the gun's shooting
Yeah.
better than like oh I shoot super accurate guns all the time. This gun is shooting better than I can. Like
Yeah.
shit like that. Like if it's a bad grouping that you think was unfair, be like yeah, that's a 4-inch group, but old eyes. I can't see very well. That's about as close as I can do.
Yeah.
Stuff like that
But
is
this guy's
fine.
saying that he's bad with this specific iron sight. That's not with that. He's just bad at shooting.
Have you ever seen a YouTube channel called Demo Ranch?
It sounds familiar, but I don't think so.
So
Maybe
it's
I've
a
seen headlines about it or something.
it's a kid in his late 20s, mid to late 20s, and
Okay.
he just shoots shit. Cool guns. He gets some really cool guns out there, and try shit and shoot shit. Like he did a whole series where he took viewer requests of what to load shotgun shells with, and shot
Alright.
them at pumpkins. Like
That sounds fun.
you fucking name it, like nails, pins, marshmallows,
Thumbtack.
yeah, just fucking like, yeah, sure. Hey,
I assume it was on fire as it flew through the air.
no marshmallow, no, surprisingly not. It's wadded from the exploding bits.
But picking up all that speed, moving out through it,
It's
I
not
would
gonna,
assume it would be on.
not like
alright.
gonna catch on fire due to friction. Probably.
No,
but-
like the dryness and the heat and the compression and.
I think it's too quick.
Ah. This guy. Okay, so I found an accuracy test video for this thing.
Mhm.
And then he shoots a couple rounds, and then it's just a black screen with white text that says "some jack off shooting my targets."
Dude, we'll find your bear, buddy. Don't worry.
That would suck at like a shared range.
I want to kill bears so bad. I want you to get a bear so bad.
So this Demo Ranch guy, he kind of does these videos, these like gun videos, but he has a second channel that is Vet Ranch,
Okay,
and so his guy's a vet, not a veteran, a vet animal vet,
veterinarian. Yeah,
and
the good kind.
yeah, Vet Ranch is what it's called, and that's what he does. That he's a vet, and he uses his revenue from the gun channel to pay for treatment of animals who couldn't afford it or
Oh, that's
come
awesome.
in off
Yeah,
the
animals-
street. Like he
Yeah.
uses that to help fund his vet clinic's free stuff, and it's a really good deal. He's
Yeah.
and like they post videos of like dog recovery stuff on the Vet Ranch channel, but he keeps the two channels separate. Like yeah, I saw a video the other day. He did not the other day. It was a while back ago. He took that stupid Smith and Wesson like 450 pistol, like that stupidly powerful pistol, and would like he like set it up on like a string trigger and like shot it and like watched it fly back into a creek. Like, just like yeah. Here's one shooting BB at a 12 gauge primer to see what happens. 50 BMG versus transmission. Microwave Monday. There's an entire series called Microwave Monday where they would just stick viewer shit in the microwave.
That's pretty cool.
So, yeah, that was a pretty good channel. If you, he did something with a Hummer. What do you do with a Humvee?
Guys, welcome to Demolition Ranch. Today we're gonna be checking out some very, very cool guns. Most importantly, what we're gonna be. Oh my gosh! I like your Hummer. That's
This is funny.
That's a military.
This guy's channel is Texas
government
Gunsmith,
Humvee. Like your
and he's
guns.
clearly from like Baltimore or Philadelphia.
Oh,
Especially
no.
the thingies on the wanted to hang out with someone. Jacket pin. Welcome to Demolition Ranch. Let me
Here, skip to
introduce you
419 in
to
this
the
video,
1989
and tell me that's a Texas accent.
What? How long?
419. Texas Gunsmith out.
Done as I'd like
What a
to. I
tart.
got about 300 rounds through it at the moment. And had I had more time, I'd like to put it more through its paces, shooting not just 100 yards, but also 50, 25, and document the groups all real nice. So, at any rate, we hope it was helpful, and hope you like it. Texas Gunsmith out.
Right?
Yeah.
That sounds very Texas to me.
I have a lot of plans for what I want to do with this thing. Tell me what y'all would like to see. Okay, we probably should, get to the video now.
Yeah, Magpul totally
This-
makes.
A Mini 14.
This demo ranch guy bought one of those government Humvees.
I can see that.
I'm so
Where
jealous.
did he shoot it with?
He's shooting from it.
This is a 338 Lapua.
Oh, dude. Oh my God. Hold on.
About muzzle brakes, like what exactly?
Sorry to
do
interrupt.
everybody thinks it makes the gun
That's
better?
We got
That's
some bolt action
what
338
muzzle
Lapua
brakes
out here. I'm trying to see what it
definitely
is.
need Muzzle brakes. This is a 338 Lapua Magnum.
They do make a
This
sand
is a
color
300
PMag for this
Winchester
tapping.
Magnum.
Nice.
Both of them, especially the Lapua, have really big muzzle brakes. And I picked these guns because these are two giant calibers, and they have two very good muzzle brakes that do a really good job of negating that recoil. And then over here, I have two smaller guns, muzzle brakes, with how much it pushes me back, how much it pushes it up. Now, you can see it jumping up. Now let's try 6. That's a 300 more energy. Muzzle brake will handle that energy. And I just wanted an excuse to bring out my big guns. So here is on the table against my shoulder. A fairly good kick. Off the table against my shoulder. Okay? And then this off my shoulder, off the table. The other one's a bolt action, absorbing some of that energy. Big muzzle brake. Go first. Pretty brutal. Let's see what happened. That is a shell in there for some reason. It
What?
Kicks pretty good.
Nope.
So you can see how much those kick like, and is a because this gun has this huge muzzle burst.
These are going for about $800.
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Selection confirmed. Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
I mean, that's less than the first portion of Pizza's tattoo.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
I didn't know how much that costs.
Oh, tattoos are very expensive.
And hers is really nice.
Yeah. I've asked, but not directly, at how much it costs, and she changes the subject. So I know it's like at least 2,500 or $3,000.
Oh, do you think it's like one of those things where like there's like a trope of like anybody who's doing anything with like any expensive tools, it's like, you know, I hope my wife doesn't, when I die, I hope my wife doesn't sell these for what I told her they cost.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, she knows whatever she spends, then I
Yes.
spend. So.
Oh. That's not how.
See,
That's not how couple finances should work.
that's how they do work.
It's just a race to the bottom. It's like America's like oil policies. Like if we use all the oil, them Saudis can't. So we got to get it all first. Oh my god.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, Taffy, I like this. This is the Magpul version, but with like a different handguard and a folding stock.
That's got like a full length handguard.
Yeah.
That's strange. You need a
And
folding
it
stock?
folds.
You want
I
a
don't need one.
You want one?
Kinda. I mean, if I was gonna get the synthetic parts, then yeah.
By and large, folding stocks somewhat less stable than
Well, yeah, I'm sure. But again, this is not like a precision rifle.
that's meant like for shooting stability. It doesn't feel quite as stable.
Oh. Yeah, I've never shot one.
I mean, just there's some play in them. There's always gonna be more play in a folder than in a solid one.
I can't find like the website of this. CenturyArms.biz.
.biz.
CenturyArms.com. Okay. Yeah, it didn't show up in Google results. I had to go to Wikipedia, and they said it was CenturyArms.biz, and then it clicked me through to .com. Oh, dude. They make a G3 clone.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
The big
Look
one?
at this. Yeah. It looks like the PTR, like the Spanish one.
Oh, those are two different guns. Hold on.
That is
Oh.
fucking cool.
That's pretty neat. What a foul. That's very similar to a foul,
Yeah.
at least from an outward perspective.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a battle rifle right there.
That really is. Alright, god damn it. See, it's like
Yep. You're welcome.
now I have to look at videos of this. Oh, there's a truth about guns about it.
Think they'll tell you the truth about the gun? I still kind of have like a desire to own that that I guess the reboot of the BAR that Ohio Ordnance makes. The
Oh yeah.
HAMR. Yeah.
Sure.
It was in Hardline.
I talked to a guy who had one at a range. He wouldn't let me shoot it though.
Wonder why. Did you ask?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how I shot most of the stuff I've shot, just being friendly with people and like
Well, yeah.
letting them shoot my rifles and then I get to shoot theirs.
Literally, if anyone has ever asked me to shoot my gun, like, especially if they brought their own mag, like, fucking knock yourself out, kid. It's made to shoot. It's a battle rifle. It'll be fine. I guess that is actually a good reason to keep like a variety of ammo, like in your truck, in your ammo can, when you go to a range, even if you don't have it. To like, it's just good etiquette to like bring your own ammo to shoot through other people's guns. Unless you're bringing like Wolf Steel and you're not asking about an AK. So I was like, how about you just use mine? Oh, don't mind if I do. Like when we would do shoots with our club, like that was just kind of like it got tedious of people like being bashful and asking. I'm like, I'm gonna leave my gun here. I'm gonna turn my back and go to my truck. Whoever shoots it, shoots it. I don't care. Like, stop, because by the time I was a senior, like I was an officer of the club, and like I had respect and admiration of the newer members. Can you fucking believe that?
I don't.
And like they were so, and like me, people were being bashful to me, and I was like, fucking stop. That's my gig. Yeah. Like, just fucking shoot it. I don't even care. If I leave, I'm gonna leave 2 mags here. They better be empty when I get back. Like, kids. I miss that club. That was fun. And like we would have build nights. Like twice a year we would do like build nights where we'd all go to like someone's house and everybody would bring their kit, and if anyone had like projects to do, we would like coordinate ahead of time to make sure we had like the proper tools there. Like if someone needed a barrel reseated, or if they needed to take the barrel off the AR or whatever, that we would have a wrench there and someone happened to bring a vise. We would source the tools that we needed beforehand, and we would do like gunsmithing work ourselves for people to save money.
Okay.
Like people would bring their stuff and we take it apart and we would be like, what the fuck are you doing? What is this? You got robbed, kid. This one kid, he paid so much money for this gun and it was so bad. Like none of the parts were like name brand parts. They were all terrible.
So this thing is built with surplus Spanish parts, which is why it's so cheap. Yeah, this is.
Alright, is there no more ships? Thought I had more ships.
That's pretty
cool. Not a target. So Spanish, the Spanish I know switched to. They had the G3 for a while, or okay, hold on, let me think. The Spanish had a G3-like rifle for a while.
The PTR, that's what
this
is.
Oh, okay, so they. Okay, that's fine.
And they bought all this. Like, apparently, Century bought all the surplus CETME. That's the.
Yes, that's what it's called.
Yeah, they bought all of that was on the market, and that's what they're using to make this rifle. Like, they make a stamped receiver, stamped and welded, and then they buy the Spanish parts to finish it.
That's desirable, actually. I could see that.
It's not bad, yeah. But reading the reviews of it, it's
pretty meh.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool, but I want something more accurate. Ooh, I am interested in special deals. Thank you, website.
Yeah, I don't think any of the like the 1950 era battle rifles are known to be super accurate. They're just they just wanted to.
These reviews are saying like 5 and 6 minute.
Whew.
At 100 yards.
Yep. I mean, yeah, it's coming after World. All they really wanted was World War II era guns that self-loaded. Really.
Yeah.
Like they weren't trying to do much more than that, especially with the FAL. Well, they were trying to do this.
Specific needs.
They're trying to do that, but they're trying to do it cheaply. That's what the FAL was trying to do a self-loading battle rifle made out of stamped parts.
Dude, this Magpul AK mag is only $14.
Yeah, cheapest chips. You should buy it now, and we could do like a die party when we're there.
A die party.
Like Magpul, I think they call out by name a die maker, and like they tell you the numbers of the dies for their various colors that they used to do.
Huh.
Yeah, they like realize like this is dumb. People want these colors. It's expensive to make these colors, and it's hard to like switch it over and then get them to match, and to make a batch of green that sits on this and sits in inventory for 6 months because no one wants green. I said, fuck it. We're just gonna make sand, and you do it yourself. Here's a company we've partnered with. We've already found the colors to get all the colors you want. Look, you can wrap it in a Walmart bag and it makes a cool shape. Boom. I really like how they did that. And I actually have some sand ones.
Yeah,
Oh, I could bring them. I could bring my sand ones. I know I haven't dyed them yet because I never figured out what I wanted to do. And we can dye them and get weird with it. I have a 40 rounder, I think.
Okay.
I think I have a 40 rounder in sand. And I think I have a 10 and a 5 rounder.
Yeah, I think this wood Century AK is a good choice. Oh, fucking cool. Here's the thing that Hickok was talking about, the peep sight for this AK. It just replaces the notch section, but it still has the same adjustment thing, which kind of doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, I guess so. That's pretty cool. Jesus. $80.
Welcome to the niche market.
Yeah. That's cool though.
Hold on, I'm about to set up a thing. Oh, that's simple.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. The one negative review on this page is someone who installed it wrong. He says, after zeroing my gun, the front sight is way off to the left.
Wait.
So like, yeah, like this is the rear, like the peep sight. So however he pinned this thing in, he obviously isn't. It's not like centered on axis. So he's saying after zeroing this, his front sight is off.
Yeah, that's weird. That's a fundamental misunderstanding of how sights work.
That's good stuff.
So was the front? What are the adjustability axes for the front sight?
There are none.
Oh.
No, it's just pinned in place.
Oh, so there's no. So all windage is done with the rear sight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I actually saw on some like submachine guns, like the Scorpion submachine gun, or the Klob, some people call it.
Because of GoldenEye.
Yeah, because of GoldenEye. I don't think it's a reference anywhere else. The front sight is actually you can actually rotate it asymmetrically. Like you can turn it all the way around for elevation, but then like the last turn, it's not centered on the screw. I guess is what I'm trying to say, is that you can turn it left and right, and it actually does your windage as well.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. These are adjustable. Sort of. What the fuck? Look at this.
Alright guys, I'm going to try to make this quick and post. AK, you slap on. From there you can adjust.
Oh, yeah, that's fully adjustable. Yeah, you have to be able to adjust it. That's why, like, when you said, like, it wasn't adjustable, I
No,
thought that...
the one that I ever saw was just like a solid piece. There was no adjustment. Like, I mean, I don't know where it came from or whatever, but that's cool. And this is just like a wind is just like, it's just like a pressure, like a vice.
Oh, it's just held in with friction, like a Glock sight. That the Glock rear sight isn't positively attached; it's just sitting there.
Okay.
I found that out when I pulled it out of my travel safe, and like the sight was hanging off the side of the gun. I was like, that's not how I left. Yeah, I was no idea how that happened, whatsoever.
That's cool.
Party time. I just thought of something.
What'd you say?
I just thought of something.
What?
Like, y'all are gonna save so much money on cleaning costs of that AK. Like, all you have to do to lube it up is just have Pete run her hands over it.
Oh my god. Jeez.
Like, all right, we're all done. Pete, just one last rub down, put it in there. The firing rate is 900 rounds per minute. What the fuck? It's so slippery. All right, what is this?
It's a channel, some Russian guy. It's like he has a bunch of like AK, like how to sight AKs, what kind of optics he likes, but his accent is awesome.
Hey guys, today we're going to have a quick talk about different optic combos and options for
he's trying so hard to enunciate.
Like what I have on this weapon, this is our Recon combo, the newest combo.
The Recon combo.
You know, to your choices, and this is basically 126x.
Man, so much Cerakote. Holy crap.
Yeah. The name of the channel is AK Operators Union Local 4774.
Yeah, I saw that pop up on the list. There's something about those endurance tests. They had a video response to some endurance test I saw. I thought that was a great name for a channel.
System for those who enjoy shooting.
It both triggers my dislike of the AK-47 and my dislike for unions.
Wait, why do you have a dislike for unions?
I'm kidding. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
My hate for unions is specifically to my job, not them as a concept.
Okay.
Oh, he's using that's the Atlas bipod I was telling you about the other day. It cost $300.
That's stupid.
He just dipped this whole fucking gun in Cerakote.
Pretty much.
I love it.
And please note, we did put the Coyote Brown jacket on her, and you know, some veil over her face, and she's standing next.
I do like these side mounts.
So you can see the picture from the 100 yards, and from 100 yards, pretty much, you know, you can see.
I mean, I have like engineering levels of problems with it, but as a shooter, it's probably fine, probably good enough.
What are your engineering level problems with it?
It's a giant cantilever. Like it's not well supported. It's cantilevering your scope up on top of your thing. I know it doesn't matter post firing. It can wiggle. It's going to wiggle back probably close enough. But as a general concept, it bothers me.
Okay.
And you want to squeeze out a little bit more from that system what you have, you know, that Recon combo.
I mean, it's probably better than mounting. It's actually, now I think about it, probably more stable than trying to mount to the wiggly top cover.
Oh yeah, the dust cover, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's probably the best you're going to get with this particular weapon system, so I guess it's fine.
You're struggling with the iron sights because maybe your sight isn't 20/20 anymore.
God damn it, I want it. God damn it, I want one of these now.
Perfect vision. This is one
I think I might buy one, Taffy.
Combos, guys. This is so
Couples guns.
And this is with the 3X ACSS.
These are the thing is they're cheap, Taffy. It's costing me money to not buy this.
Yeah, that's why I want a Humvee. They're cheap. It's costing me money. Can't afford to not buy it. Worst case, you buy it. Like it's almost cheap enough to be as like a gift to someone else.
Well, I was thinking I can call an FFL tomorrow and then order this thing and have it before you get here, and we can shoot it.
Yeah, you can do that. You can call it Magpul. Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, especially if they're fucking in Florida, you can probably go to their plant, knock on the door, bring a duffel bag full of singles.
The Century company's in Vermont.
Oh.
This other one, I don't think they don't do direct sales. It doesn't sound like.
Listen, you show up with a duffel bag full of money, things can happen.
Awesome. We combined it and put the scope on the rifle.
Dude, I like this guy's channel. I'm subscribing to him.
You can reach out.
It's warming up to me.
400 yards and have start spraying some damage. It's not the problem. And also another interesting thing is for those who are struggling with the red dots or iron sights, this really helps because you got that 3x magnification, but also is not penalizing you at the CQB.
He has a video called ISIS Goat Fucker Annihilator.
Yeah, I see that in my recommended videos.
Now I need to know what that means.
So, this is basically a Holosun setup.
Whoa, look at the brake on this.
You're kidding. That's really old style.
Arms 3X ACSS scope pre-calibrated for the 7.60 2x39 or 300 blackout. So
300 blackout, he said.
I'm getting a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Rob, which optic I should choose for the
Well, I think that's
AK running
they're similar trajectories, right?
Guys, in my eyes, honestly, the
I think 7.6239 is still supersonic.
the best combo.
But yeah, it probably loses that fairly quickly.
As you can see, you can put it really, really low. It sits low. You can use the ACOG mount from the RS Regulate with the 302 base. We got it in the Annihilator, Goldfucker Annihilator combo on our website.
Annihilator.
This package
Annihilator Goldfucker.
Rifle. And I started using it almost religiously on this type of the rifles. The 3X is perfect. It gives you a better view of what's going on the field because you got that 3X zoom, but it's compact enough and you can still do very effective CQB with it. How you doing it, guys? Every time when you got the 3X, 4X optic in CQB, you really don't aim. You just bump up the battery powered reticle. You got the big red
bunny
block,
ears,
and you basically a painting target with it and shooting. That's all has to be done.
He's making a point for this reticle.
This we are
scope
using
thing.
A Caveman EOTech on the
He's a good salesman.
Basically, use the bunny ears. You paint them. You paint the target with the bunny ears, and you just
The bunny ears.
unload.
Yeah.
Going back to the 3X. So within the 300 yards, a 3X is absolutely fabulous. You will have no problem hitting the targets with that optic. And for some older shooters who are struggling with iron,
I do like seeing a worn gun patina.
Yeah, that is some worn ass wood.
Solution. But let's not forget what we got right now as a basic infantryman, guys, in the U.S. Army. They use the ACOG 4X power on the M4 rifles. For me, this is the best upgrade. If you want to keep the basic setup on the AK rifle, bump it up to 3X, and you immediately going to gain some leverage on the field. As you can see, this is a basic AK, which I got here. It's wood up front, wood X security. I have no, so highly recommended. Should I run with the 3X? In my eyes, if you're doing most of the shooting within the 300 yards, stay with the 3X.
Jeez,
However,
look at this thing.
if you're shooting a lot above 300 up to 600 yards, I would jump to the 6X. Why? Of course, with more power, you got the better field of, you got the better view and understanding what's happening on the field. So if you need it for hunting, or any other assignments you may have, I would always go with the higher power if you are spending most of the time beyond 300 yards. Now, this is the 126X. You can have the 1X and you can do the CQB with it. I totally did it many times, but definitely if you're shooting above 300 yards, upgrade and go with something larger. However, as I said, if most of your shooting is done within 300 yards, I think so that this is the perfect combo. And you're not doing any changes to the rifle at all. You can keep that basic wood setup. I know a lot of guys like it, and you just blasting. Take time to read the manual. Full optic, wonderful combo, very good in mount. If you have any questions,
he quite likes that optic.
Yeah. I mean, it does make sense.
Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're out at the farm with none other than Mr. Rob Ski himself. How you doing, Rob?
Hi guys, Tim. Good to see
Rob Ski. That's fakest name. It's gotta be fake name. Cannot be his real name.
Once he say his name is Rob Ski.
I'm watching the CMMG Mutant MK47.
Okay. Oh, that's like the AR that shoots 7.62.
Yeah. Oh, this AK Operations unit has a PTR 32 shooting video. He's got a hybrid AKAR from Creative Arms.
That's the mutant thing.
No, this is different. CMMG is different. Yeah, it's called the ARC AKAR hybrid.
Oh, I get it. AR like /K.
Hybrids on the Bolt and the Bolt carrier.
It looks way different, and it looks actually pretty fucking cool. I'm gonna send it to you.
At the end of this video, he has a GoPro strapped to the rifle, and he says, "Go see if SpongeBob lives there." And then he throws the rifle in the pond and fishes it out with a rope, and then shoots it.
Nice.
Oh boy.
My eyes, it's a real hybrid. It's a real hybrid. You said you have a GOTS
held in the back by an AR-10 style pin, or you can AK it off.
And it's just as you
back, just like a regular AK.
AK lens.
So do you have to buy?
We also have.
How about the trigger group?
Everybody's used to.
Oh, okay.
Trigger group profile of the Bolt carrier.
But as far as
so the wood furniture Century Arms AK also has the same side-mounted scope thingy, scope mount.
Why wouldn't it? How else would they do
I figured it would. Well, I figured because of the stock, it would just be for irons.
Nah.
I guess you just get one of those little.
Yeah, it's just a bracket
thingies.
you put in. I mean, it should fit all patterns. AK.
Okay. All right. I think I want this rifle. God damn it. That's fucking cool. Oh, this crappy scope thing is only $250.
I figured it didn't look expensive.
This rifle.
It's a 1.9.5 version, and we will reintroduce some other products too.
That is outstanding.
Yeah.
Panels, if you want.
Any of the Magpul ones, and we'll be offering accessory rails to go with.
Receiver basically on both sides.
Have the trunnion, and then.
Do you have a?
For now, what we'll do is 4 screws. It is groove replaceable.
Go
so
fucker.
I don't want to regular.
Right.
Probably the end of the 4th quarter or the beginning of the 1st quarter of 2016, we'll release the pistol version back for the receiver.
And the pistol version will just have a brace.
The pistol version will be plain, and then.
Oh, he sells this like this Krinkov style muzzle brake.
So it'll be a
650, and you're getting basic. Any idea about the order, the whole process? Looking for. And give you guys some feedback on it. Okay, thank you,
Rob.
Lives dirt. Bob lives dirt. What you will get, and you can set up your rifle right away, put it on, and keep running. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Go see if SpongeBob lives dirt.
Oh, that thing is cheap.
Okay, round in the chamber. Perfect. Let me see if the scope is working.
Ah. Taffy.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy these on Amazon.
AKs?
No, this scope that he likes so much.
Oh, and they come in tan.
They do. That's why I posted it.
You bitch. Bitch and a half.
There you go. 3 power fixed. He makes a good point for that in CQB, Taffy. I do like that reticle quite a bit.
Oh, that is a weird reticle. I get it though.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well,
Uh-huh. We solved the problem without even thinking about it.
no, fuck. I'm not. No, it's not suitable for me. I don't know. This may be a good one just to have in the bag.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing, Taffy. It's on Amazon. It's Christmas time. You can shoot it until the end of January and return it for free. Because the return period. I'm serious. You could shoot this thing for 7 weeks and then return it and say,
just say, I don't want it.
Yeah. Oh,
this is a gift. I didn't like it. I'm returning it.
This is going on the wish list. I might order this tomorrow.
The scope?
Yeah. The rifle and the scope. I don't. The guy I used to use for my FFL doesn't do it anymore, so I have to find somebody.
Oh, that's not that hard.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch. Like you can just there's like a finder page, but I'm gonna call them like.
See if you can't get a
like
friend discount somewhere. If you find a good one, maybe they can key you in on other things, other guns. Mm-hmm. You know, like maybe say, "Oh yeah, Century Arms. Heard about those? I know this guy. He makes better ones." I don't know. I mean, you probably wouldn't buy from I know this guy kind of the guy, but
probably not. Ooh, here we go. Oh god. Where's this place? How far away is this? Where the fuck is the address? Oh geez, it's like 5 minutes away. Alright. Alrighty.
Forward proximity alert. Proximity
Find an FFL in your area. I should probably just get an FFL.
proximity alert.
Like it's not expensive. You have to like pass a test and pay a thing.
I mean, sure.
Landing gear raised.
I mean, I think the test is, can you receive firearms securely, and then can you secure them?
Well, yeah, can you secure them? Are you capable of keeping paperwork on file? Do you know how to use a touchtone phone? Oh shit, so the Gunbroker has a find an FFL near you page, and there's a guy literally on the next street over from me.
Just gonna knock on his door tomorrow?
Yeah, it's
just gonna walk your dog and just knock on. Hey! FFL buddy! Neighbor!
Oh, I'm gonna... That's crazy. Yeah, $10.
Yeah, that's the bargain basement.
This guy's literally on the next street over. This is not a business address. Siesta Drive. South Shade. Holy shit, it's next to the pizza place.
Oh, you can 2 for 1.
Fucking A, man. That's awesome, dude. How fucking convenient is that?
America.
Dude, okay. This place is in the plaza. It's such a weird plaza, Taffy. It has our pizza place. It has this new, like, artisanal, local, farm-to-table restaurant place that's, like, super fucking fancy and delicious. It has, like, a custom cupcake shop, a tattoo parlor, and a Sally's Beauty Supply. Oh, and a dentist's office in, like, one plaza. And it has this place, and this is like next to the tattoo place. It's called Survive Anything. And I was like, what is this place? And apparently they're an FFL, among other things. Yeah, dude, their Yelp page. Their first three, it also recommends the first two are the tattoo place next door, and the next one is the cupcakes place on the other side of them. That's awesome. Dude, how fucking rad is that? Dude, that's fucking awesome. Alright. So what do I need the mount. What kind of mount?
Need mount.
The mount for that AK.
Oh.
Like the, yeah, the...
Oh, the rail mount.
Oh, Century Arms makes it. Oh, it's a proprietary...
That's how they get ya! That's how they get ya!
How much is it, though? Let's find out here.
Probably less than $200. Depends on their volume.
Okay. Firearms, ammunition, gear? Assuming, nope, that's hats. Don't need a hat. Accessories, magazines, furniture. Oh, optics mounts, derp.
Do yourself a favor and turn around.
$120, you motherfucker. Wait, microdots, that's not what I want. How do you mate this thing?
Mate?
How do you attach this thing to this rifle? What is this piece? Daffy, help me figure this out.
I believe it's pins on the side. You get some extended pins or something, or screws.
I mean, the... so oh my gosh. This scope comes with a Picatinny rail built in. But you take that off because that's for like the height of an AR thing. But if you want a lower mount, which you do on an AK, you take that Picatinny thing off. And then how does this scope interface with the rifle? Like, what's the piece in between the receiver and this scope?
Give me a second.
Okay.
All right. Did you send a link?
I don't remember what the last thing I sent was. Oh, the funny Yelp page. You don't have to look at that. Here, on this page, on this Russian guy's page, if you scroll down, you can see a picture of it from the left side of the receiver. So what is this like skeletonized frame piece that I need? Well, that's just a Picatinny. That is a Picatinny rail.
Yeah. So
where's this thing?
So yeah, so there's the black skeletonized piece. You need that, but it looks like there's also a bracket. See, that's got on the gray piece behind the Picatinny rail. That's the bracket that's positively connected to the gun with. It looks to be like some sort of pin, 2 pins maybe, or screws.
Okay, well, help me find this. I want to put all this together while I'm tired and prone to making bad decisions.
All right, so you saw this RS Regulate AK302 rear biased optic rail?
What? No. Where's this? Send me a link.
This looks like part of it.
Oh, okay. What the fuck? Side rail equipped clash. I'll be right back.
Get out of here while you still can.
Selection confirmed. Your ship is currently being delivered to the selection confirmed. Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
Anvil Aerospace. Forward proximity alert.
I'm back. Did you figure it out? Hello? Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, how do I not maybe gonna do. Alright, so if you have some sort of variant to the AK-47, you're basically gonna ask yourself two things to know whether or not you can attach a scope. If you see that your rifle has this plate mounted on the side of it, then you're good to go. If not, you may have other issues, and I'm sure your gunsmith can help you. Sorry, I can't. I only know how to mount them with these. Alright, so these ones.
Okay, so it looks like your AK variant comes with a rail on the side of the gun, right? And all these things people are selling are things that attach to the rail already on the gun.
Okay. So, where was it? This thing, you're saying this thing should work on the rifle, and then that optic should mount to this thing.
Well, this thing is for ACOG mounts, so I don't. This one looks different than their other ones, specifically.
It says in the description with ACOG style mount like Primary Arms 3X.
So yeah, it looks like there's a side rail plate that gets bolted to the side of the AK that all these attach to. There's like a standard Russian plate that they attach to. I don't see it on these Century Arm guns though.
Okay.
I don't know.
Hey everybody. All right. Which one of those AK on the bottom? Well made. It feels good.
Come on, YouTube, you sack of shit. Does Century Arms have a website?
Yeah, Century Arms. Century. Shit. Where'd it go? Oh shit, I lost it. I think it's centuryarms.com.
Yeah, okay. So the Century Arms V2 has a rail on the left side of the gun. This wood-stocked one. The C39 V2.
C39 V2. Oh, let me pause this video. This thing, C39 V2. And then this picture. Yeah, this thing. This bracket looking thing. Yes. Yes? That's the same thing, yes. Okay. So, what piece mounts to this thingy?
Hold on. Trying to get my head around. It looks different than the ones I saw on the other pictures, on like the Russian-made guns.
Oh. I found a video. Possibly. Oh, cool.
Here. This is kind of what you're looking for, I think. Something like this.
Something like this. Cheaper than dirt. Yeah. Midwest Industries AK railed side scope mount black. Uh-huh. So, okay.
And there's a
This
bunch.
video-
There's a bunch more of these out there like this.
Look at this video and tell me if this is that mount that's on the Century Arms page. But then how? Yeah,
I don't think it's a 1913 Picatinny rail. I think it's just for this red dot.
Okay.
Is this what we got right here, which is the side mount, the Red Army standard side mount for micro dot optics. So, adjustable, so you can adjust the position of your optics forward. And I'll rotate it over so you guys can see. It is
Surprised they don't have a different thing for a Picatinny rail. Like, it seems like they'd have something they would want to have immediately instead of just this little red dot thing.
So we'll show you sort of how behind it, which I contact with the mount. So the majority of percent contact across the board goes into both on top and the bottom. It's going to prevent the optic from moving under recoil. So if it moved like half MOA, I wouldn't notice. It would be imperceptible to me personally with my skills in this optic set. So that's how it goes on. And one thing I want to point out before we get into the rifle is that you absolutely can field strip the rifle with it on there. So that's something I got a lot of questions about. It is adjustable, so you can adjust the position of your optic.
Yeah, so it looks like these Century arms do have like the standard rail that all the other AKs have. So if you just find a standard AK rail, it should work, I think.
Okay.
If you find one you like.
Oh, dubstep, my favorite.
This is Crusader Security. We got the situation handled.
Damn it.
Finally, some easy pickings.
Oh, AK form. Here we go. God damn it. So this form is saying only Century fits that side mount on the rifles.
Oh, they don't sell.
They do. They sell that one.
Yeah, but that's not a Picatinny. That's only for one, like a.
Yeah. I don't.
That's disappointing if that's true.
Yeah. So what's different about the way that a T1/H1 style optic mounts and the way that that scope that I want to get mounts? Oh, here we go. Here, this thing claims to be the right.
You messed up now, Scav.
Fuck.
What happened? Are you still playing?
I was in a dogfight and died. That looks... Sure. That looks exactly like the other one. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad price, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it's
then
long
this-
enough to put whatever the hell you want on it.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's that two-part thing that other guy had. Where for the Picatinny rail doesn't go all the way on top, you have to have another part to go on top.
Right.
Oh, never mind. I thought that was more clever.
Dang it.
I emailed a company today who I want to buy a scope mount for, if they would work with me on modifying a part that I want, or if I can get a custom part made, or if they're interested in doing something down the line of making this part. I think it would be highly sought after if they did it.
Yeah.
So I have good ideas. So this game already doesn't run at a super good FPS. Like it's just palatable at the moment. But like what it does is every few seconds it hitches.
Oh, that's fun.
And so when you're like doing a pretty fluid space combat situation, dogfight, and now you're shooting without gimbaled guns, so where your ship is pointed, you know, you have a limited time to engage, you know, as they're flying by. Little hitches kind of get in the way. They're starting to become really annoying. So I'm like, oh, leading him, hitch. Boom, he's already through my field of fire, and it's like, fuck! Gotta go around again. Damn it, Dice.
Sucked.
Dice, please. It's okay. When this game gets good and you finally end up buying into it, I'll be there. I'll be there to shepherd you. It'll be okay. I promise. It'll be okay. I'll be like, you just sit in the back seat, friend. Let me show you the world. And that world, and that world, and that world, and that world. There are several worlds around here.
Finally, some easy pickings. Bogey. Bogey.
My God. I hate when you're reading through a form for an answer and you get to the end and you're like, oh, this guy finally got to the point of and there's no responses to him.
Or where it's like, oh, I figured it out. And then
yeah, but they don't,
I like the ones where it's like, you see, some guy had the exact same problem in 2004, and then someone had the exact same problem in 2009, exact same problem in 2013, and it's like, no one has an answer. It's like, I'm just posting here because I don't know either. I really don't like how I'm seeing like I'll have a question, and like there's been like so many versions of this game that like I could pull up responses from like 2014, but like my game is not the same as the games they were playing.
Right. Yep.
They're like, "Oh, go do this," and I'm like, "That feature was removed 2 things ago. It's not here anymore."
That sucks.
Or she like things that like, "Oh, you press." Oh, well, I love it. Press numpad 7, and I'm like, "Fuck." Fucking
remap that stuff.
Fucking lost that. I don't need a numpad, motherfucker.
Now that I know what I want, I'm like, this is frustrating to me.
Why?
Because I want this now. And I have to figure this out. This is bullshit.
Selection confirmed. Your ship is currently delivered to the launch platform.
So... Oh, we still need the fucking... Jeez. Huh? $30mm.
30mm autocannon?
No, the diameter of the optics tube.
Mm-hmm. Pretty common.
There's like a cantilevered thing, but that doesn't work with this silly thing. Damn it, god damn it. Why are you doing this to me, game?
Just like, shut up and take my money.
Seriously, where do I throw my money? That's all I'm trying to figure out. So... Oh, this is ridiculous.
Landing gear raised.
Whoa. Whoa. I think this will work with this, Taffy.
Okay.
I think. Here, look at this. There's a firearm blog review of it. Read this when you get a chance and tell me what you think. It says you can remove the Picatinny part. Or abandon the Picatinny system altogether and jump to a side mount RS regulate system, which makes a lot of sense if you're shooting AK or blah 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 blah. RS regulate. That's that thing.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Looks like it works. Doesn't look too terrible either.
I'm gonna figure this out.
Hey guys, and welcome to Universe, specifically...
So, looking at that firearm blog review, does it look to you like you can mount that optic directly to that Red Army standard part? You know what I'm saying?
Did you say something?
Yeah, looking at that.
Focusing on
that firearm blog review with that picture with the
If you'd like to see the more first-person shooter side and Star Marine side, please check out the guide linked
the scope without like the Picatinny piece in the bottom. Does that look like it would mount to this Red Army piece? I don't think it would. Because look at the picture. Here's a picture of that Century part on the Primary Arms website, and the second photo, you can see like the top part, like where the scope would mount to it. I don't think. I need to find a picture of the bottom of this Primary Arms scope, basically.
All right. Yes, dude, I've already found that picture.
Oh, all right.
Go to that link you just sent me.
Hold on. Link I just sent you. That one. Yeah.
All right. See the big picture?
Big picture. Yeah.
See the little pictures underneath it?
Little picture underneath it. Yeah.
Second one from the left.
Yeah, that's the one I just sent.
Yeah, you said you need to see the bottom of the Century Arms thing.
This is the top of the Red Army part. I need to see the bottom of the primary arms, the scope. The right side of the second picture is where like the red dot would mount with those 4 screws and that like tunnel thing. So will that surface meet up with the bottom of this primary arms piece? You see what I'm saying? I don't think it will. I don't know. Why is this so complicated? God damn it, game.
The Russians, man.
Wait.
It's amazing to me how many new players are in this game.
Maybe a bunch of people got raises the way you did.
I mean, also what I wanted was on sale, so, but like the sale's over.
Oh, that specific gun you wanted was on sale?
Ship.
I mean ship? Oh my Jesus Christ, I'm getting stupid.
Yeah, it was on discount.
Okay.
The arcade dogfighting and racing modes, allowing you to ship combat speeds or basic ship flight. So it's an important part of combat and situations. Holding shift will allow you to go up to your maximum. If you want to retain fuel, change direction, it's going to be hopefully less of a missile spam. You're going to require pickups now to refill these. There are 4 pickups available: repair, missiles, ballistic ammo, and boost and afterburn fuel. Each enemy killed could yield 1 or more of these. This will be Vandal, players, and pirates. Just very, very
I forgot about the firearm blog. I should follow these guys again.
Customization in Star Citizen for Arena Commander and the Persistent Universe is incredibly easy now. You can go into Arena Commander if you want, and then click on Ship Customization. It's as simple as that. In the bottom right, you can select what ship you can click on the individual. So just bear that in mind. Lots of things have different looks, different feels. So just bear that in those more rec on renting birds and generally.
Ruger makes 7-round GP100 revolvers now.
But this consumes afterburner and boost.
That's actually pretty awesome.
And can be used at the same time as afterburner.
Oh, dude, that's super awesome.
It says boost and afterburner. Just pressing X will be boost. You can also space break now by pressing left alt and X.
Yeah, Bibbo.
But if you wanted to stop quickly, I do suggest setting a throttle to 0 by pressing S.
Why? What's the matter?
Effectively strafe fire and shoot behind you while retaining that right of my HUD. Too fast. Left alt and V through my safe, basically loose safe. This helps my UR and again it turns, gives you more effect. Hard your CG will launch that given your screen to be prepared and have them in monitor controls that you might want to use. Right alt and comma is mouse move mode, so you can switch from between basically interactive gimbaled mode to relative mode, or basically your mouse moving the front of your ship, which is what I normally use. Also, there's right alt and M, which I believe is called look ahead mode. Basically, when this is on, and it's on by default normally, your pilot will look very slightly in the direction you're moving before going back to the centre of the screen. So, as you can see there, when I'm pulling that way, my head will move there before returning to the middle. I don't like that. I like mouse move mode on effectively and look ahead mode off. The speeds of all the ships have been drastically EM mode for those, again, premium-ish, regularly. Control system, the control setup, and B will now bring up the quantum travel destinations on, and if you hold N with the landing mode on, you will R and down to change action if it has multiple actions for that object. Holding F will allow you to exit a chest. So pressing F11 will bring up the friends menu, which you can add. Still add friends via lobby, Arena Commander, or even stuff, and it's best practice basically to make time. Otherwise, you might not be able to see them. Although frame rates have been vastly improved, there is still some alpha Try and versus possible. Please use the issue counter if you find.
wrote a repeat boot.
Oh no.
No, outside, not inside.
Oh. Good for him.
Yeah, he's like
he's ahead of you.
That's cute. Taffy.
Yeah.
You don't like revolvers, right?
They have their uses, just not with me.
Well, look at this anyway, and tell me, like the longer barrel, the 5 or 6 inch barrel, whatever this thing is.
Looks pretty slick.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be fun to shoot.
Hell yes.
And that grip looks really strange.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
yeah, it's weird. It's like rubber with like a rosewooded pattern in the middle.
Yeah. Really strange. Laser Light sells a grip laser for those. It's pretty nice.
I'm sure they do. Yeah.
We put one on my mom's J-frame, and it makes that gun a whole lot easier to shoot.
Yeah, I bet.
We also put one on my dad's. He has a LCP, Ruger LCP.
Mm-hmm.
I would not want to shoot that gun without the laser at something that I wanted to hit.
Yeah.
It's super concealable though, and if you're in a situation where any gun is better than no gun, shooting it, yes, is actually a painful experience to shoot that gun.
My old boss had one, and he had the grip sight thing for it, and he was saying like how much he liked it, and I was saying how much I hated it because of that fucking trigger on that thing. And he's like, it's not that bad. I'm like, dude, let's dry fire it at the wall with your laser sight on, and we can see how much this thing moves when you're trying to squeeze the trigger. And it was crazy how hard it was at like 7 feet away trying to keep that thing.
But
you know what I mean? Like, ugh.
I would say yes, that sucks. But if you were to do that and not have the laser, like, your brain's pretty good at keeping the dot on the thing, even when the hand's moving. Even when the hands are pulling against a heavy spring. Like, trying to do that without the laser would be 10 times worse.
I totally agree.
Like, shooting that gun without the laser is almost not even possible.
Yeah. That's a terrible gun.
But, I mean, for what it's built for, I think it's actually fantastic for what it's built for. Like, it does what it does, which is to be a really concealable gun that gets 5 380 rounds in a really small package.
I would give up some width for like a hammerless revolver any day over that thing.
That's fine. Like, a lot of people that's why they have the LCP 9. A lot of people like that over the Ruger LCP. Oh, fuck you.
Wait, what's the LCP?
The LCP is a small 380. The LCP 9 is basically, it's all the dimensions are increased enough for it to shoot 9mm.
Okay. Yeah, I think he had the LCP 9.
Oh. Well, then the LCP you would have really hated.
Is it worse?
It's so much worse. Like, it hurts your hand to shoot it. Like, the trigger guard, like, it's too small in your hand to get a positive grip on. So it kind of rocks back a bit in your hand, and, like, the trigger guard cuts your trigger finger every time you fire it. Like, cuts into it. Like, rocks back, cuts into it.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Springfield 6.5 Creedmoor, the cheapest version of it, MSRP is at $2,000.
Sounds about right.
That's too much. I think once I figure out this AK problem, this scope thingy. I think this is if that rifle's $800, that scope is $250. That puts it at $1050. Plus whatever this mounting situation is, that it'll still come under like it'll come in around $1,200
for the AK.
Yeah, with that 3 power.
Yeah, 3 power seems fine.
This makes me want to get a Ruger revolver.
I do like, I don't like shooting and carrying revolvers in competition or anything. I do like spinning the cylinder and slamming the gun shut.
Okay. It's not that bad.
Woo! Hey, friend! Calm down. Somebody is a little missile happy, and when you're dogfighting, the missiles tend to waggle around the targets. You know, it could hit me. Preferred if you didn't. Call me old-fashioned.
What do you think a good price is for the 6-inch 357, the 7-round?
Oh fuck! I don't know. Fucking hitches! Shit, I don't really have a point of reference at all. 300?
Okay. What?
No, maybe more.
Jeez.
As soon as I said it, I felt wrong. I was like, but
This
Glocks!
This is 660, and that seems like a really good price to me.
Sure.
That is fucking cool. They make 1911 pattern 357 pistols.
Magnum or just 357?
37 Magnum.
That's nuts.
What the fuck? That must have a crazy strong spring in it.
I got a strain, crazy long grip too.
It doesn't. The grip doesn't look deep enough. Oh, maybe it does. I wouldn't want this. This just showed up when I was looking at those 357s. Taffy, the hitches that you get, are they like in the engine or is it like networking stuff?
How can I tell?
I guess it would depend on the game. I don't know. Like, is there a part of that game? Like, if you're totally alone in a section of the game, does it hitch or stutter, or is it just like when you're in like common areas?
I'm
I don't know how that game.
Fighting AIs in like a lobby, I guess.
Okay.
It could be either one. Like, there's a lot. I do know there's a lot going on server side.
Right.
And so it could be.
I would assume it's server stuff. It being an unfinished game. But it made me think that Battle Nonsense guy did another video on router configuration, and DSL Reports now has a speed test that measures buffer bloat on your end. So like, if your router isn't handling real-time application packets properly, like you'll get like latency and ping spikes. So like I was thinking it might be that. I don't know if you just don't notice it in other games or if it's more noticeable in that game or something.
I think it's. I mean, I haven't really noticed it in the other games, and I only really noticed it in this game when I've switched to fixed weapons.
Okay.
So that could be. I bet you it was probably there, but I probably just said, "Man, whatever. It's alpha." But like, But like when you have gimbaled weapons, you just get right back on them. Whatever. Like here, like I need to hit my window of when I can shoot him. Because I'm in a heavy fighter, and it's hard as fuck to do. I'm getting better at this aiming nonsense.
Aiming's fun. Mount an extension directly to the ACOG.
Thank you for getting in touch with me. My husband recently died aboard the Gundo Kovalex station, but the company is refusing to pay out his insurance claim because they say he was at fault. It's ridiculous. There is no way that's true. I know my husband. Darnell had his problems, but that is all in the past. I want you to go to the Kovalex station and send me evidence that my husband is innocent. But even if you find out that he isn't, you'll still get paid. I know your time is valuable, and really, I just want to know the truth. I've attached the insurance claim to get you started. Good luck. And I hope to hear from you soon, one way or another. Well, a repeat visit. I should probably be less aggressive like that, shouldn't I? Quick question for you. This sounds serious, right? It's coming from these coordinates. You should help if you can.
Thanks for stopping by Cryastro. Hold while our systems connect to your ship. Cryastro only carries the most trusted brands in ammunition and ordnance. Would you like to restock your ammo?
Aww.
Checked our inventory, and we're stocked for all your repairs. Stand by. Stand by. Restocking ammunition.
Oh, come on.
Landing gear raised.
So did you order a scope and a mount?
No, I'm still figuring this shit out. So this site, I think this is one of the first ones you showed me.
Mayday, mayday, we're under
I don't know.
attack.
None of this makes any sense to me. Like, this mount thing says it fits the Century proprietary rail. But, and it's like a Picatinny style mount thing. But, it's not cantilevered at all. So, like, the scope would be, like, off axis.
That don't make no sense.
That doesn't make any sense. I need to do this tomorrow when I'm not tired. I'm getting
Why?
stupid right now.
It'll probably all make sense tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just be like, Hadur.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll figure it out tomorrow. But I'm likely going to order something before the end of the weekend.
Nice.
I know. Alright, I'll be on tomorrow. I'm getting tired. Later, bro.
Okay, later.